The Waitress by K.L. Slater is a gripping psychological thriller that explores the complexities of human behavior, obsession, and betrayal. The story revolves around a seemingly ordinary waitress, Emma, whose life takes an unexpected and chilling turn as she becomes entangled in a web of lies, deceit, and dangerous secrets. The story begins with Emma, a young woman working as a waitress in a local cafe. She leads a quiet, somewhat uneventful life, finding solace in her routine and the simple pleasures that come with her job. Emma is not a typical character in a thriller. She is neither rich nor glamorous, and her life doesn't seem like it would be the kind to be featured in a fast-paced drama. However, K.L. Slater masterfully weaves a tale that turns this simple, humble character into the center of an extraordinary, intense series of events. Emma's life changes when she begins working at a high-end restaurant that caters to a wealthier clientele. The new job brings with it not just better pay, but also new experiences and the opportunity to meet a different, more affluent world. It is here that she meets Greg, a charming and seemingly successful businessman who seems to take a special interest in her. At first, Greg's attentions are flattering. He is everything Emma thinks she needs: confident, handsome, and attentive. He makes her feel special and seen, something Emma has longed for, given her unremarkable background and lonely existence. However, what starts as a relationship built on charm and attraction quickly begins to feel suffocating. As their relationship deepens, Greg's behavior becomes more erratic. He begins to control where Emma goes, what she wears, and even who she speaks to. What initially felt like passion now feels like obsession. Emma finds herself trapped in a cycle of manipulation, guilt, and confusion. She tries to ignore the warning signs, believing that maybe things will get better. But as the stakes grow higher, she begins to realize that she has unknowingly entered into a dangerous game. What makes Emma's situation even more disturbing is her complete isolation. As the relationship with Greg intensifies, she begins to cut ties with her friends and family. She no longer spends time with her coworkers or engages in the social activities she once enjoyed. Her world shrinks down to Greg and his increasingly unsettling behavior. Despite the isolation, Emma tries to rationalize Greg's actions, convincing herself that his outbursts are simply the result of stress or miscommunication. But deep down, she knows that things are not right. As Emma's psychological state deteriorates, she starts to experience strange occurrences. Things in her apartment go missing. She begins receiving anonymous messages, and she starts seeing people who shouldn't be there. Her grip on reality begins to slip, and she questions her own sanity. In her attempt to piece together the fragments of her fractured mind, Emma begins to uncover a sinister truth about Greg. She realizes that Greg is hiding something that could shatter her understanding of everything she thought she knew about their relationship. The twists and turns of The Waitress escalate to a level of intensity that keeps the reader on edge throughout the entire book. As Emma unravels the mystery behind Greg's actions, the truth that emerges is far darker and more shocking than she could have ever imagined. What follows is a desperate fight for survival, as Emma tries to escape the clutches of a man who has slowly and methodically taken over her life. The author, K.L. Slater, brilliantly explores themes of trust, vulnerability, and the fine line between love and obsession. She delves into the emotional and psychological turmoil of a woman trapped in an abusive relationship and examines how manipulation and control can creep in so subtly that the victim does not even realize they are being ensnared until it is almost too late. The book is a harrowing examination of what happens when someone loses themselves in the name of love, and how hard it can be to break free from that cycle. One of the most compelling aspects of The Waitress is the way the author keeps the reader guessing. Just when you think you have it all figured out, a new twist is introduced, and you are left questioning your assumptions. The narrative builds tension so effectively that you cannot help but turn the pages, desperate to find out what happens next. What sets The Waitress apart from other psychological thrillers is its emphasis on character development. Emma is not just a passive victim of circumstances. She is a flawed, relatable character who struggles with self-doubt, fear, and insecurity, which makes her journey all the more gripping. As she navigates the complexities of her relationship with Greg, she is forced to confront her own vulnerabilities and face the harsh truths about herself. This makes Emma's eventual transformation into a strong, empowered woman all the more satisfying. The book also offers a powerful commentary on the dangers of idealizing relationships and the ways in which individuals can lose their sense of self in the pursuit of validation and affection. It is a stark reminder of how people can become trapped in unhealthy dynamics, whether in romantic relationships, friendships, or even professional settings. The ending of The Waitress is a fitting culmination of the story's intense build-up. As Emma's world unravels, she makes a choice that ultimately leads her to a shocking and heart-stopping conclusion. The book concludes with a sense of finality, but it also leaves the reader questioning whether they truly know the people they trust and love. In conclusion, The Waitress by K.L. Slater is a powerful, suspenseful thriller that hooks you from the very first page. Its intricate plotting, complex characters, and unexpected twists make it a must-read for fans of psychological suspense. Emma's journey of self-discovery, survival, and empowerment will resonate with readers long after they finish the book. This is a novel that will make you question your own relationships and the hidden dangers that might lie beneath the surface. If you are a fan of psychological thrillers with a strong female protagonist, The Waitress is a book you won't want to miss.